It's Terrific Thursday, Throwback Thursday, whichever name you want to give to what I personally call the best day of the week. Hi and welcome to the 13th October edition of Joy News Interactive. Now, you know, today is also World #No Bra Day, so this morning we're definitely going to be celebrating that here on the show. Now, do you know why 13th October is No Bra Day? Do you know the significance of the event? We'll be looking into that a little later on. But still on the program this morning, we'll be taking a closer look at an NCCE report that shows a rather disturbing trend for Ghana's democracy. Plus, we're asking you if you know all the rules, the regulations, and the code of conduct for the organization that you work for. This is Joy News Interactive. It's highly interactive, so we're going to have to be sharing all our views and comments via WhatsApp, Facebook, and on Twitter. WhatsApp is 0560800000, and on Facebook and Twitter, it's Joy News on TV and at JNI Interactive GH. Yep. So in our first issue this morning, yes, we're still getting slowly, gradually. December 7th is getting closer. We are going to the polls to vote and vote in, the next government which is going to govern over us. But, some issues have started arising about this election. People encouraging others to vote, the police getting into it. And there was also a recent survey by the NCCE which showed a rather disturbing trend, I like to put it. It says that some Ghanaians have decided they are not voting in this year's elections because they feel politicians have failed to resolve their bread and butter issues, as in, the basic issues of water, sanitation, education, health. They feel that they've given up on their leaders and they don't see the reason why they should vote in this year's election. And that's a very serious cause. But we went out on the streets of Accra to find out from you, what do you make of this research?
Okay, are you voting this year?
No, I'm not voting this year.
Why?
I turned 18 as at the time we're registering, so as of now I don't have a voter's ID card.
But you could have registered during that time.
I couldn't register because as at the time I turned 18 years, the registration process was due, so I couldn't register.
Maybe.
Why? Why are you not sure?
I don't know, because I vote in the voter region. So, and then I'm in a car now. So I don't know if I would get a chance to go to voter region to go and vote. Because on that day I'll be working as an EC, so I don't know.
I believe that it's not just those who vote that chooses who becomes the president, but those who don't vote as well. If he chooses not to vote, you are determining who rules. And if he chooses to vote, you are determining who rules. So vice versa, you are part of the structure. So it's very important that you resolve to vote, and I will be voting.
Yeah, I'm going to vote. Even because I'm a polling agent for one of the major political parties in Ghana. I'm a polling agent, so I'm going to definitely vote.
Why?
Oh, because, as a Ghanaian, my vote is my power. So I need to vote and choose the right person for Ghana.
Yes, I would be voting this year.
Why?
Because it's my first time, and I want to experience the feeling. That's the main reason. But I feel like there are so many things that are wrong in this country, and everyone's vote is needed to put things in the right places. So yes, I'll be voting because I want to experience such a feeling, and I'll be voting because we want good things to happen in this country.
No.
Why?
Because so far, with regards to the manifestos from the various political parties, I have not yet understood their manifestos, and having gone through most of them, I realized that most of their manifestos are full of propaganda. So I think I'm still not ready to vote.
Yeah, I would.
Why?
We need change in the system. I think things are not going on right, and as we who are upcoming, youths in the society, we need to exercise our franchise and make sure change comes. That's why I'll be voting.
And those were some views from the streets of Accra on whether or not you're voting and why you're voting. Well, according to the NCCE report, a section of the public is not exercising their franchise because in effect, they've given up hope on their politicians who they feel have failed to resolve their bread and butter issues. A couple of messages coming in on WhatsApp and on Facebook. On here, okay, you didn't add your name, but you are writing that earnestly I'm voting massively for change. God bless Ghana. And on the hashtag No Bra Day, okay, you didn't add your name as well, but you're a gentleman saying I love to see the ladies without bras. But there is a reason why the ladies aren't wearing bras today. We'll be talking about that. But first, on Facebook, your opinions on the NCCE report. Sabina McCrossan, I'll just do a brief summary of what you've written here. Reading the comments here, I can share people's frustrations being let down by politicians. People seem to be fed up with promise and fail. It's very unfortunate that people's hopes are raised and disappointed by corrupt and dubious money grabbers. But we have to accept that no matter our environment, social and economic life is affected by politicians. So therefore, we can't turn our backs and we must vote. Anderson KC Osei says, corruption has really eaten deep into the fabric of this nation. Else, I really wonder. Oh, okay, you're talking about the editing of the post. Okay, that's been sorted out. Thanks a lot, Anderson, for that, for pointing out to us. Nicodemus saying, this reminds me of how a colleague, a mathematics student, was able to read a past question and answer it. Anyway, then Mahamaba Kojo saying, well, I'm still waiting for December 7 to cast my vote. Kofi David says, I'm one of them. I'll not be voting. Our politicians only know if it's time for elections. Sana Mohammed adding, politicians have really failed Ghanaians, and Ghanaians need to wake up from the slumber and punish them accordingly. And Prince Nuruddin adding, in fact, it's obvious that politicians do not fulfill their promises. Therefore, Ghana must wise up. Yes, Jomo adding, okay, we have to check that post. More coming here on WhatsApp. Ali from Boku writing, I may not vote this year because I can't trust almost all the parties the EC have cleared to contest, and that is your opinion. And another one here saying, I will vote change because this country, the country's economy has to change for the better. So keep sending us your comments on 0560 800,000, and on Facebook and Twitter, that's Joy News on TV. You're still watching Joy News Interactive right here live on the Joy News channel on Multi TV. We've been talking about the NCCE report, which shows that a section of the public are not voting in this year's elections simply because they have lost faith with some politicians. And you've been sending in some messages about that. Nash Tua writing, well, the NCC survey is a really good one because personally I'm not going to vote this year. And another one here saying, yes, we need change and I'm definitely voting come December 7th. And that's from Albert in 2nd Takrady. You can also send in your messages on that, whether you agree with those who are not voting or whether you are going to, exercise your franchise. It's also World #No Bra Day. So, okay, got some messages on that one as well. Just asking me, well, how come am I wearing a bra today or not? Well, my company policy is that I do not come on air without wearing the appropriate clothing. And speaking of company policies, every one of us who works or who belongs to an organization knows that there are certain rules and regulations that must be followed in order for there to be, order and no chaos. We've been following the story of the soldier who's currently being investigated for taking a selfie and participating in the #Calipo Challenge. It's still a very fluid story, and we'll be bringing you more updates on it on the Joy News channel. But one issue that came up very strongly was, well, the military is an institution. And even in our normal civilian institutions, do we know the rules and regulations guiding them? And do we follow? Let's take a look.
Where do you work?
I work at DIJ as a taxi driver.
Okay, and do you know the rules and regulations? And can you tell me like 1 or 2 rules and regulations?
More time we walk around sometimes by stopping here, but sometimes walk around. There are some places whereby you cannot enter, you cannot waiting, and other times we have parking, no waiting, no parking places. It's like all stuff. So sometimes these are some of the rules and regulations.
I don't work, but I've worked before.
Okay, can you tell me the rules and regulations of where you work?
Okay, actually, I thought that was after I completed SHS. Then in my school, the headmaster, if you don't report on time, here's the issue, he's going to talk back at you. And I think that would make you feel so bad because as a teacher, you are to report before the students have to come in. So if you, the teacher, you come late, expecting the kids to also be late, you have to set a good example for them to also do what? Follow as a teacher. So the regulations in my school, for that man, you have to follow everything he says because he is the headmaster and what he says is what's supposed to be done.
I work with Waka Now Travel and Tours. It's a travel and tour management company. We deal with travel, ticketing, and hotel reservations, and also we do visas as well.
Okay, can you tell me 1 or 2 rules and regulations of where you work?
Okay, I would say Waka Now has a portal on the on our website. We call it the portal, and how much money you see on our portal, be it from Accra, Nairobi, as in ticket aspect. If you are traveling from Accra to Nairobi, Accra to Johannesburg, Accra to let's say JFK, whatever money you see or amount you see on the portal is how much money you pay. So if the person pays for, let's say, Accra to JFK, $2,800, and the person goes to pay at the bank, that money you saw on the portal is how much money you've paid to the, let's say, to the bank. Fine. If you pay the money, you, the traveler or the client, will have to prompt us for us to issue the ticket for you, and it will be sent by mail. I think that is the only travel agency in Ghana now that deals on the portal system. So that is the rules and regulations.
So those were some of you sharing the rules and regulations of the organizations that you belong to. And you know that these are the things that need to be done in order for the company to run smoothly. We posted the same question on Facebook. The institution, the organization that you work for, do you know the rules? Do you know what happens when you break those rules? Let's take a look at some of your answers. Sana Mohammed writing, I'm a teacher and the rules and regulations governing our institution is to abide by all negative rules and regulations in the society because possibly you want to say all the positive rules and regulations in society because what you will be doing is what your pupils will imitate. Rafiq Adams adding, you see, let's not restrict each other from freedom of expression. And, he's also referring to the soldier courts taking the picture of the calipo that perhaps he was just joking. And that is not democracy as you claim democracy in a democratic country. So more messages on that issue coming in on Facebook and on WhatsApp. And a few more also on World #NoBraDay. But before we look at that, let's take a couple of your messages here on WhatsApp. Okay, yes, as a teacher, I do know the code of my work, thus reporting early and making lesson notes available on time and also putting on the right attire. So that one, you definitely know what it is you're supposed to be doing. Ali from Boku adding, I think it's always gross indiscipline on the part of employees to break company codes and ethics. How can you be in an organization within knowing the rules and still breaking them? Well, that is your opinion. Keep on sending all the others on 0560800,000. Now I've been talking about World No Bra Day, No Bra Day, No Bra Day questions, asking, so why is it that women on the 13th of October are encouraged to literally go without a bra. Well, you know, it is part of Breast Cancer Awareness Month, which is actually this month. And for unofficial reasons, this is the day that women are encouraged to do the self-examination, go do the mammogram check, and to find out the correct size of bra to wear. We went out on the streets of Accra to find out from you if you know the significance really of World No Bra Day.
Do you know today is No Bra Day?
Unfortunately, I'm hearing it from you. Yeah.
Oh, okay, but you don't know that this month is World Breast Cancer Month, and then...
I'm aware, but for the bit of No Bra Day, I'm lost out.
Yeah, I don't know.
But you know this month is No Breast Cancer Month.
Yeah, I know.
But you don't know there's a specific day in October that is No Bra Day.
Okay, no. I've never heard something of this before, like No Bra Day. No.
Okay, so now that I'm informing you that today is No Bra Day, would you inform any of the special women in your life maybe to leave the house with no bra?
Maybe I'll try and persuade them, maybe if they'll accomplish.
I know about it.
Okay, can you tell me do you know the significance of the day? Can you tell me?
Yeah, it's to help with the breast cancer awareness, which is mostly the month of October. But then today is set aside to let the tatters free, because it's like we always wear bras and everything. So today is just supposed to be a day where you let your breast feel free. Yes, so it's mainly because of cancer awareness, breast cancer awareness. Yes.
Are you wearing a bra?
Yes, I am. I mean, I have big breasts. I can't let them free. It won't be good for the school environment, but I probably would let them free when I get home. So yeah, I'll still uphold the day anyways, sure.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, can you tell me the significance of this day?
I'm not too sure, but then I think it's good because you don't have to be putting on bra every day, because putting on bra every day you can get cancer and then other sickness. So I think it's good.
Okay, so are you wearing bra?
Of course, I'm in school, so I have to wear bra. But if I go home, I'll take it off straight up.
I do.
Okay, do you know the significance of the day? Can you tell me the significance of it?
Well, I believe it's something which has to do with breast cancer awareness. It's like a day set for women with breast cancer, because when you undergo breast cancer surgery, they cut off your nipples and stuff. So I think it has to do with it. And I think they also have something they call Pink October or something, I think, yeah.
Okay, so before leaving the house, did you tell the women in your life that they should leave the house with no bra?
Okay, we are in Ghana, and you know, certain things they do in the Western cultures is quite different from what we do here, and the same as incorrect. So I can't tell my sister or my mom to go braless. Yeah.
Yes, I'm aware.
Okay, do you know the significance of the day?
Well, from what I know, wearing of bra is something that ladies mostly love to do. But then it has its own negative effects on the breast. And so I think the day was set aside to release the breast of some stress, something like that.
Okay, and are you wearing a bra?
Yes, I am.
So why are you wearing the bra if you know the significance and you know today is World Bra Day?
Well, I don't feel comfortable without it.
Indeed, it can feel a little bit uncomfortable to walk around in a public place without a bra on. Of course, when you go home, you're totally at liberty to do whatever you want. But when you're in a public space, that's a completely different story altogether. Some messages coming in on No Bra Day, on the NCCE report, and of course on the rules and regulations of your institution. First one on hashtag No Bra Day, CS Man in Kumasi saying, well, you said it's part of breast cancer awareness, then there is no need to wear bra at all today. Royal from Akim when she says, well, hashtag No Bra Day. Unfortunately, I have a loved one. Unfortunately, I have a loved one who has her birthday today. So please help me tell her that she should take it off wherever she may be. Okay. I think I'll help you tell your friend Lydia that wherever you are, your friend from Royal from Akinwechi says, please, wherever you are, please take off your bra, okay, as part of the birthday celebrations. Dante also writing, when the breasts are left without bras, men will not live well on the street. But Dante, you are supporting a cause. You are helping support the breast cancer awareness. So for one day, the men can also sacrifice. Albert from Secondary writing, breast cancer free world, hashtag no bra day. That is the aim, to have a breast cancer free world. On Facebook, the messages coming in, I see the first two are from gentlemen, interestingly enough. Prince Nuruddin writing, our women should avoid wearing dilapidated and untidy bras because that does contribute to breast cancer. And I think public education awareness should also be encouraged. Shegun Dennis adding, as a medical practitioner, I have seen many women die from breast cancer. Hashtag no bra day is cool and welcomed. And he also personally loves seeing women without brassiers on. And okay, Noabete Balte writing, please, government should put a ban on the sales of second-hand bras, and the police should arrest anybody who sells second-hand bras. Okay, that perhaps a little bit extreme, but I understand where you're coming from. The intention is good. Perhaps the explanation is a bit on the extreme side of things. Sana Mohammed, I'm never happy with my woman anytime we're together and she's wearing a bra. So therefore, I don't encourage wearing of bras. Therefore, you are on a daily breast cancer awareness hashtag no bra day. Okay, fine, fair enough. Good cause. Dunkhill, frequent breast tests and avoiding secondhand bras is most important. I'll encourage its wear, but the new ones, Kofi says, it can be possible for a woman teaching to go to school today without a bra, or maybe it can't. Okay, so I think this hashtag no bra day must stop. Nana Kofi, for the cancer issue is a serious one. Much attention must be taken for whether or not to wear it. Well, those are all the messages coming in on Facebook. Lots of messages from the gentlemen on how they are supporting a Breast Cancer Awareness Month, particularly today, which is No Bra Day. Kelvin say, yes, I do support breast cancer awareness movement, and I just saw a lady today without it. I bet you I couldn't take my eyes off. Kelvin, I hope you didn't drive into a car or walk into a telephone pole just staring at her while she was very busily carrying on doing her own thing. Ferguson, on the NCCE issue, adding very funny. People say infrastructure is not important. Are they springing it by themselves? And you are saying you are definitely voting this year. A question here from Seth asking, so really, what is No Bra Day? I've never heard of it before. Well, No Bra Day is celebrated on the 13th of October every year as part of Breast Cancer Awareness Month, encouraging women to take the mammogram, do the self-examination breast test, and to take particular care of their breast and, to generally prevent the incidence of breast cancer. Well, as you can see, I'm in my pink, definitely supporting the breast cancer awareness movement today. And that's how we're wrapping up Joy News Interactive this morning. Thank you so much for your time and your company. On behalf of the team, we wish you a great day.